Hey guitar players, in this lesson I want to talk about pick slanting. This is something that's come up with some students of mine. They've seen loads of stuff on YouTube about pick slanting and what people are talking about here. They wanted to get my take on it, so here's how I think about this. Basically, pick slanting is something that most of us who are into technical playing have been doing for quite some time anyway, but how the YouTube world works is someone gives something like a fancy name, they do some really elaborate video content about it and all of that sort of stuff, and then before you know it, everyone's talking about it and all of that stuff. And I'm not saying at all that whoever's made these videos and whatever's going on about it is hasn't done a good job. They probably have, but I come from a generation before all of that was out, and that was when I was learning guitar. So, but here's the deal: I basically learnt my picking, or what I do with it, from players like Paul Gilbert and Vinnie Moore, Yngwie Malmsteen, Guthrie Govan. You know, just watching great guitar players, Frank Gambale. And something that I noticed, and I think this is generally what people are talking about with this pick slanting thing, is that most of these guys, they don't hit the string with the pick being parallel to the string. Okay, so like the actual plastic of the plectrum. Do you know what I think I might do even here? I might just change views a moment, because it'll probably be easier for you to see. So what they don't do is they're not hitting the guitar so that the pick is like this. What they're doing is they're angling the pick over. Now some players, what they do, like for example Sean Lane, he was a phenomenal picker, but he would have his pick angled backwards like this. Okay, most people angle it forward like this. Now the reason that they do that is because when you're playing fast stuff, not that that's particularly fast, because it's not, but you know. But when you're doing them kind of more technically difficult things, if your pick is angled in a certain way, it slices through the string better. Okay, so what you can see here, if I just move over a bit more, the angle from my elbow through then my forearm and then where my pick's going, it all follows through, and then I pick more from the wrist. I also use every now and then, I use a bit of a thumb curl. I don't really, it's not something that I particularly thought about all that much, but it just sort of happens naturally. I've seen people like Andy James doing that over time or whatever, but I think sometimes like people overthink this stuff with technique, because let's be honest, like if you look at someone like Marty Friedman's picking style, it looks awful, but Marty's music is amazing, his guitar playing is amazing, everything that's coming out sounds good. So you know, guitar players are a very unique breed with this, where they overthink this stuff. I mean, I don't think that you have saxophonists all talking about the way that they particularly shape their lips when they blow into the, you know. I mean, maybe they do, I don't know, but like, it's just something that, I know a few sax players, I know people who play lots of different instruments, and I do think that when you talk to them about this stuff, they're like, that sounds like just a very guitar-y way of thinking about things. But anyway, angling your pick forwards at a kind of like a 45-degree angle really helps with speed playing. So, you know, like the Paul Gilbert-y things, like this stuff. That stuff is much easier if you've got that angle going on in your pick. Or if, you know, if you're Sean Laney, if you're a bit that way, some sort of angle, so that instead of, when the pick hits the string, what you don't want is the pick to sort of, if my finger here is a string, okay, you don't want the pick to hit it and resist. What you want it to do is slice straight through, and you get a better tone like that as well. It sounds much more aggressive, and it sounds like it's got that bitey Paul Gilbert sound with that pick angle. So experiment with that. That is my take on the pick slanting thing. Hope that's been helpful. Do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want hundreds and hundreds of exercises for building your technical abilities on the guitar, check out my book series, which is either in print or on Amazon, or it's digitally available at Cutting Edge Guitar, where you can get guitar profiles, more PDFs and all of that sort of thing. And also Check out the stuff that's at Cutting Edge Guitar as well. I've put hundreds, if not thousands, of lessons on there now, and I think that the platform has grown into something which is really, really cool. So check that out, and I'll see you in another video here on YouTube sometime soon. Take care.